Christ 17 TV, baby. Back at you with another one. Upside your fucking head. With a throwback. With a classic. With a bleezy. Yeah, you already know. You already know. Finally got a fresh cut. I was looking raggedy as hell, but I got brought back to life. Thank you to my barber Jeezy. Appreciate you, brother. But today, we jumping in the time machine. Getting my Christ 17 adventures on like Bill and Ted. You know what I'm saying? We're going to jump in the time machine. Uptown. Early 90s. Youngster. I was like 15. We was up there doing our grind thing. And we used to always go get our tree from the Jamaicans. You know what I'm saying? So, my favorite guy to get the tree from was my man Muggsy. R.I.P. to Muggsy. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm talking about the best weed, man. This guy used to come from Canada and bring tree back from Canada. Like, from the Jamaicans who live in Canada. I remember this one time, he was gone from the block for like 2 months. He had got caught coming across the border with weed. But when I mean they had the yard weed, you don't know what the yard weed is unless you was in that era and you fucked with the Jamaicans heavy like I did. So, it was like a dark weed. It was damn near black. And this shit was so strong, and I'm not even putting it on thick. The weed that I used to get uptown on 213th and even at Tourman stores. See, now, if you old school and you know what Tourman store is, leave a comment in the comment section. It was on 220th and Bronxwood. It was a store. You can get dimes, but then you get them 20s. It's like one blunt for 20, and the weed was like black. I'm talking about black like black licorice. No fucking joke. The shit was potent. I'm talking about motherfuckers would take cabs from all across the Bronx to get smoke from that motherfucking store. No lie. That was a walk. We used to have to take a walk up there where if it's two of us, one is on one side of the street and one is on the other. And one of us got the banger on us because back then, going up there at night and we had problems with different blocks, you had to be on your toes. And we're going to use the term the youngsters use now. Back then, there was no lacking. Because if you was lacking, they was attacking and splatting, and that's facts. So my man Muggs, right, had the dark weed, and I used to always go every morning. I used to go to school, sign in the homeroom, get my ass right back on that 8 bus, right down the block from the school, get dropped off on 214 and Bronxwood. By that time, moms was gone, crazy ass step pops was gone. I go get a nickel bag, go upstairs, roll that shit up and smoke either solo or smoke with somebody from the neighborhood, or maybe that we had a broad that we bring from the school. She up there, we getting our dog pound on, however the shit is. But that's how we used to rock. And so while Muggsy was gone, they had 3 more dudes. They had a tall dread dude. They had the kid, this older man who always had the Kango. And then they had this other dude who had the Shabba Ranks haircut. And they all had some good smoke. I'm not going to lie to you, but nobody had the shit like Muggsy, though. I ain't going to lie. He had that rock your world shit. I'm talking about you hit it, instant cough, instant choke. So, there was this day where me and my man who had moved from San Diego, and we called him Compton, he was with me on the block. So, some white dude came asking for 4 dimes of weed. Compton didn't know him. I didn't know him. So, Compton went across the street to Kango and got 4 nicks and came and gave it to the guy for the 4 dimes So I was with him talking. So we took the $40, gave him the 20. We kept 20 for ourselves, 10. So as soon as we got back across the street, cause we was on the other side, so we walked back over to our side. Not even 2 fucking minutes, and luckily we right by the alley. They motherfuckers blitzed that corner where the dude was with the Kango, and they jumped out of vans, Tauruses, all kind of shit. It was TNT. It was a buy and bust, so the money was marked, right? So while they ran in the store, me and him ran through the alley. We hopped 2 fences, running through a field, hop another fence. We on the next block, and where my mans used to live 2 blocks down, we jumped his fence and we stayed in his backyard for 2 hours while they searched the whole little block. They was looking for us for a fucking hot second. So we get out of the place. So now we starting to walk down towards Paulding. So now we see a red car and we see police in the car, TNT. So we back up and we start to backtrack and we go the long way all the way around the next block. So now we damn near on Gun Hill now. So we go eat. We walk all the way to White Plains. We come all the way the back way. And then when we get back to the block, all the Jamaicans start screaming at my man like, yo, you got so-and-so locked up. And man, they was on us tough. But my man, he made the move to go grab the stuff. So we was both wrong because we both split the money and we both was out. You know what I'm saying? But he had went over there and got the shit. So now they blitzed that shit and took him to jail for the weed, found some more bags, found the marked money. And ever since then, he won't sell us no more bags at all. And that shit, I felt bad because there's been times where I got locked up by TNT 3 different times for other motherfucking shit. And I know exactly how that feels being in jail. Like, motherfucker, I knew he wasn't cool. There was a time where a motherfucker came to me and my man said, hey, I know him. But my man was in jail for like a year. He just came out. He said he knew him. So, you know him. I'm new here. I gave him something. Guess what? White van came, almost ran us over on the sidewalk in front of Frank's Soup Bowl on the side. They jumped out. They slammed us to the wall. My face hit, bam! Scratched my whole shit up. It's like fucking bruised. They smashed my shit in a brick wall. Bam! So now, they take us in, and I'm 15, and my man's fighting the case still, so I take the case without ease. My stepfather had to come pick me up from some precinct, like almost in the top of the fucking Bronx. I didn't even know where the shit was. He came, and the funny thing is, he was an asshole, but whenever I got in some trouble, he wouldn't even be like mad. He'd be like, well, I was young once, and I remember I did 3 years in prison because we did some robbery, and I left my backpack in a stolen car, and that's how he got caught. So he really didn't trip on me because he was already knowing what the fuck I was doing, because he was going in my room stealing money and doing some old funny ass fuck shit, you know what I'm saying? But told that one already. There's many more of him in future stories. But now we get back to Muggs, my man Muggsy, R.I.P. So Muggsy comes back, and I'm on my way to New York soon. Every summer, my grandma would send for me a ticket to come visit her for the whole summertime. It would give me a small break of being, in the hood 24/7, because, when you're in the hood every day and you're not going to school and you're not going to work, you're going to find yourself in some shit. And that's how That's just how life is. You're gonna find yourself in some problems, some trouble, some shit, jail, something, beef, anything could happen in the hood, because that's the hood. That's the hood life. There's only two ways out: cemetery, prison. Or go get a fucking job and get the fuck away from the hood. But, to each his own. So my man Muggs, he's back. He tells me the whole thing. So now, we so cool, he lets me know where he lives at now. So now, I'm going there to get like a O of this yard weed, and this shit is fucking potent. Get it? Now I'm coming home and I got weed to smoke, and I don't have to keep buying bags. But after that shit ran out, he didn't have all the tree to sell me zip. So now it's back to buying nickel bags. You know what I'm saying? But he would hook me up with like 5 bags for like dub. He was the coolest dude ever. And all the broads used to love this old ass man. I mean, he even knocked my man's auntie and was knocking her down during the day. He walked by and be like, "Hey, my youth, me about to go get some, me about to slang this thing." He had the ill ass fucking accent. I loved it. They used to call me, "Hey, Mafia boy, Mafia." Used to love that shit, man. I can still hear his voice to this day, R.I.P. Muggsy. So, I get on the plane, and I go see my grandma, and like not even a week I'm gone, I get a phone call from my mother and from another friend there, and saying Muggsy been killed. And that hurt me a lot. He was my partner, but it wasn't like we was hanging out. It was just, he was the coolest Jamaican dude on the block. He was there every morning. He was the first one there. He would leave early, but he'd be there at like 7 o'clock in the morning, getting that early morning rush. There'd be, man, so many motherfuckers trying to get some smoke from him. He used to have his shit in a brown bag tucked up here in this one spot. Every morning I come, he grab his little thing. He's like, "Here." He go through him. "Here's a big one. Here's a big one for you, my youth." Talking that Jamaican slang, fire, fire. So, come to find out, there was this kid on the block who I knew, whose brother got killed, maybe, I want to say, maybe a week before he got killed. And this was, actually, Muggsy got killed probably about 3 weeks after I left to visit my grandma, and the kid brother that got killed like right after I left. So now the kid ran up on Kango, the dude with the weed, stabbed him up. Something serious. He didn't die, but he never came back to the block. He started beating up crackheads, just all kind of shit. His brother just got killed. He got shot in the face like multiple times in the middle of the street. Allegedly, that's what I heard. So now he's out here wilding the fuck out. That was his big brother, the one he looked up to, and everybody damn near in the whole neighborhood was scared of his brother. So, come to find out, dude had beat up a crackhead real bad, and then Muggsy telling him to chill because he making the block hot, right? So then, I guess this shit happens again. He slices a crackhead in the face. So now he tells him like this. He said, "Yo, one of these days, somebody gonna come back and kill your dad like they killed your brother." When he told him that, this what I heard. And he's in jail for this now, so this ain't telling nothing new. Everybody knows the shit. There was witnesses who point the motherfucker out. This is in broad daylight. Broad fucking daylight. After he told him that, he walks off. He walks off out here. And he comes back and he gives my man Muggsy the whole clip in his face. Man, all 17 shots in his fucking grill. And left him right there on the street where we get the smoke from him. I found this out, man. I was absolutely crushed. When I found out who did it, was I surprised? Fuck no. The kid was a fucking nut. He was a fucking nut. He lost his brother. He was a fucking nut. Actually, the motherfucker borrowed my Spice One tape back then and started letting them lyrics get to his head and thought he was the giggity giggity gangster. Like, real shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, man, he dumped the whole clip in the Muggs' face. Left him with no face. Right there dead. And the motherfucker walked across the street, stashed the thing, and stood out there. He didn't run off. He didn't walk off. He stood there and waited till the police came. And you got to understand this if you know anything about Muggsy and the love he had from everybody out there. There was people out there when this shit fucking happened. It was like a crowd. It was always a lot of Jamaicans there. They would be inside the little store that sell beef patties, cocoa bread, the whole shit. But they'd be in there playing dominoes. It'd be women. It'd be all kind of stuff. It'd be packed. Old school Jamaican dudes playing dominoes, drinking the Jamaican white rum, all the shit, just having a good time doing what they do. So when the cops came and this dude is standing across the street, the lady's like, he did it right there. This motherfucker stood out there and just waited. Like, nobody was gonna tell on him like he was on some Frank Lucas or John Gotti shit. Like, he could just kill somebody in broad daylight in front of everybody and nobody gonna tell on this fucking man. Which is absolutely crazy. Because guess what? They pointed him out as soon as the cops came. And the cops went over there, arrested him, and they took his ass. But for a motherfucker to tell you some shit that you keep doing, he done cut motherfuckers up, crackheads. All he told him is, you keep this shit up, they gonna come back and do something to you, which was absolutely the truth. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely the fucking truth. And to this day, I always think about Muggs. Like, man, that was the coolest Jamaican dude I ever met in my whole life. Gave me mad love. Treated me like fucking family. Straight family. And I miss you, Muggs. R.I.P., man. It's been since 1995, man. And you still thought about, and I had to throw you in one of my throwback stories because you was one of my favorites. And to this day, I still ain't met a cooler Jamaican dude than you, man. And you gone, but not forgotten. And the story here is, even though you lose somebody you really love in life, you can't let it dictate your actions that now you're doing life. So you lost your loved one. You killed somebody else for telling you some real shit. And now you in jail for your whole life now because you wanted to react doing some dumb shit. This weed is nowhere near Muggs weed. And it's crazy because the shit was black and the shit had maybe 2 seeds to a nickel bag. It was fire. I miss that yard weed, Muggsy, you know. Yeah, R.I.P., man. This is Christ 17, man. I'm just trying to give you a throwback story. And, you know, I was thinking about him last fucking week. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen some funny shit. I seen some Jamaican food on TV. I'm watching some shit with China Mac. He in the Bronx taking a walk through Fordham and they get some Jamaican food. And that right there made me think about, damn, I remember Muggs, man. He was a good dude, man. Solid, funny as hell, and had a lot of life and a lot of love. So this one here for you, Muggs, man. Love you, man. Got love for you. You're gone, but you're not forgotten, man. Just wanted to throw that out there. This is Christ 17 with another throwback story for your mind. I hope everybody likes, subscribes, comment, share my videos, and if you ever smoke some good ass yard weed, leave it down there in the comments. Christ 17 at you with another one on a beautiful day. I thought I'd give you a nice throwback when I just got me a nice cut. You know what I'm saying? Feeling so fresh and so clean. Moving mean with the throwback hat, man. So I'll catch you on the flip side. Christ 17 TV back at you with a head crack, man. God bless and have a great day.